Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a LEGO Marvel reveal video. Today we got our first look at a spring set releasing on April 1st. No, this is not an April Fool's Day joke, but I know a lot of people were also wondering if this set was canceled because they thought that this was a January set. Nope, just, show a little patience. Here it is, set number 76315. This is the Iron Man's Laboratory Hall of Armour. Has 384 pieces retailing for $54.99 USD, and that should be around $69.99 Canadian, again releasing on April 1st. Now, what's interesting about that, I've got a lot to say about this set, but specifically the set name has a colon there. I think that's really interesting. If you look at that, that's usually what they do for other sets like the Hogwarts Castle, Diagon Alley. And there's been some other Marvel sets like Avengers Endgame that use the same sort of naming convention. So I wonder if that means that we're going to get more of the laboratory. I think it's interesting that it's not Iron Man's Hall of Armor, but anyways, the set itself I'm very excited for. This is our fourth Hall of Armor expansion, technically our fifth if you count the first ever Hall of Armor that we got way back when from Iron Man 3's wave of sets in 2013, but this is also the newer style that we got in 2022. That was the last time we had an Hall of Armor expansion. I know that I've already seen comments of people being like, again, really? Well, there's a reason that they create these sets and sell these sets. It's because they obviously do well, they perform well, and a large part of that has to do with the minifigures, which is really interesting, and we'll talk about that now. So the figures here that we get, I think the most exciting one is the Iron Patriot Mark 1. Really interesting that it actually says Mark 1 on the box, given that we are rumored to be getting the Mark 2 later on in the summer in an Avengers Endgame set. But this is so exciting to be getting, since back in 2013, the Iron Patriot was a LEGO Marvel Superheroes video game pre-order exclusive figure at GameStop and EB Games. So the fact that it's actually in a retail set is just so exciting. But also, I think the figure itself looks really cool. I love the leg printing, the feet printing are really great. And I'm personally really liking the newer helmets. So to see it all printed here, I think looks really great. I love how there's printing on the top of the head there as well. Included is a head underneath the mask, of course, for Rhodey, which looks great, works well. I missed the heads-up display one though. There's also the big gun for him included too. And also, I will say, just to jump back to leg printing really quickly, when it leaked, I know myself and a lot of other people were like, oh my goodness, it doesn't have leg printing, which would have been so sad because I don't know if you knew this, and I did the research because I was prepared to talk about it in this video, months in advance, but every single Iron Man figure ever made so far that's been in a set has had leg printing, at least ones with regular size legs. And by extension, so is War Machine and Iron Patriot. So I was really sad that that tradition was going to end here, that they've been doing for over a decade now, but thankfully we're fine here. The Iron Man suits that we get here, that's what I'm most sad about, I think, because there's no new minifigures. We have here the Mark 6, which I guess is cool since this is technically a little rare given that it just appeared for the first time undamaged in the Marvel logo set from January. Obviously, we did get this way back when in 2012, but it's updated with the newer helmet. The other suit that we get is the Iron Man Mark 43, which is interesting since that's from Age of Ultron. Meanwhile, this set is supposed to be from Iron Man 3, so that doesn't really make sense in the timeline-wise, and could have and should have been another suit. Would have loved for that to be something new and exciting and exclusive here, but I guess it's fine. It's just really disappointing. We do get the return of another suit here, though, the Mark 38. This is the Igor suit, and I think that this is a huge upgrade from the first Endgame wave of sets, which also just made no sense why that was even a set back when. But anyways, it looks great. I think that the way that the figure actually sits inside is so much better than the old version. I think that the face printing there on the front looks really cool. I like the legs, the bulkiness of that there. The hands as well. I think using the Ninjago Evo arms work really well, and the finger is there too. Like, it just looks like a really great update for the Igor suit. I don't mind that being here at all. I just wish maybe that could have been in like an Iron Man 3 final battle set instead, but it's fine. The other figures here, we do get a new figure, Aldrich Killian, appearing for the first time since 2013. It's interesting that the torso is a brand new print with the Mandarin tattoos on there. And you can see like the sort of extremis effect there with the fire and him sort of doing the fire breath, pulling it out of his chest, which is interesting because he doesn't have a face print that shows that off. It's just Han Solo's from Solo, so that doesn't really work for me. But you do get some flame pieces, I guess, to represent that. And I think we can all agree that seeing this 2013 one here on screen, like the glow-in-the-dark effect is neat, and I get what they were going for, but the actual printing and everything with the fire effect is infinitely better. Included as well is Pepper Potts, the same figure that we got again in other expansions. And then we've also got Dummy included here too, which is the same build that we got from the January wave of sets, and also is being included on the front of the box as a character. So if I had to pick a figure to be included in the set, it would be the Mark 42. This is an Iron Man 3 set. I don't get how they didn't do the Mark 42. I also just think that looking at that original 2013 figure, it sorely needs an update. It was way too red. It needed to be more gold. And I think that just where printing has come now over 10 years later, it'd be great to get the new helmet as well. And they would be able to use that figure in other Infinity Saga Iron Man 3 sets. So I think that is a huge missed opportunity. Now back to the set itself, I really like the center stand there. I think that could be the best one we've ever gotten. Actually, that reminds me a lot of what it looks like from Avengers Tower, I guess at the time Stark Tower. But I also really like the arms to remove the suit. I think that's really cool. In behind, you've got this book piece there as well for a cover, and it's got some sticker on it that looks like an arc reactor. And speaking of stickers, there's so many other things being referenced inside here. There's this really interesting one that is showing off how you can scan the nanotech, which is so fascinating to me. So you can actually lift this piece and it'll reveal the arc reactor in the center there. And LEGO's done this before for other sets, but not with transparent blue, I don't think, or at least for sure not for anything superheroes related. The other stickers, of course, are inside of the suit displays there, and you're able to swap them around like you had in the last one. They've got the garage door pieces there, which is really interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. They changed the top part for some reason. It's not the same handles that we saw in the last one, so I wish it was a little more connected. But regardless, you could see in the back, we've got a couple of different things. So in behind, we've got the Mark 43, and it says Sentry Mode. So that's cool, a little reference to Age of Ultron from the opening of that film. Then you've also got the improved version there for the Mark 6, which is interesting. We have had a Mark 6 sticker before, so I'm not too excited about that since we did have that back in 2013. And then we also have here the Friday OS, the Friday operating system there, and it's being updated there. So that, of course, is after the events of Jarvis becoming Vision or being implemented into Ultron's body. But overall, I'm really excited for this set. I really love these suit displays. I just wish that we got an Iron Man suit that we could actually be excited about here, which I think is the biggest disappointment for the set. But what do you think of this set? Be sure to subscribe, turn the bell notifications so you don't miss out on future LEGO Marvel set news and reviews for this set and many more. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.